You think retirement is a big exhale, the reward for decades of grinding. That's what we thought too.
But no one warned you about the silence, the drift, the slow loss of purpose. We gained weight, we felt invisible, life got busy and in a hurry, it got blurry, and we didn't see it coming until it was almost too late.
You know, if you're over 55, this is your wake-up call. Because the truth is, retirement won't give you meaning. You have to build it.
And on this video, we're gonna show you tips on how to avoid the traps, how to reclaim your energy, and how to turn these next years into the most meaningful chapter of your life. You know, when we retired at the end of 2018, I was 60?
61?
61, and you were 53. You weren't even 55 yet. But we were around the age we're talking about right now, and we didn't realize certain things were going to happen. And for us, as we slid into what we used to call retirement at that point in life, we gained weight. We ate like crap. We drank too much. We found ourselves invisible. When I say invisible, when we were in our career, right up until the day that we retired, we were surrounded by a huge community of people, and they all went away.
Yeah, you know, my friends would always talk about, you know, when their kids left, that whole empty nest syndrome. I never really felt bad about that. It was like, you know, I felt I was building and launching humans, right? So they were going off to the world to do their own thing. But at the same time my girls launched, my career was kind of slowing down, coming to an end due to a corporate merger. And I did feel that somewhat invisible. You know, I felt unmotivated. I felt kind of like if I disappeared, it would be okay, even though I knew it wouldn't.
Right. And I remember being in my office one day at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'd stepped down as office leader, and no one was outside my office. I had no emails in my inbox. I was at the, way at the end of my career, and I was feeling irrelevant, lost, lonely. So I started to go home at 2 o'clock, and I started drinking during the day and watching TV, and it was a really bad time for me. It was a bad time for us. And until we pivoted and got out of that, we were really in trouble. You know, some of the reasons why people get this wrong at 50, 55, or 60, whenever they leave their career, is they assume that happiness is automatic in retirement, and it's not.
Right. You know, I mean, your belief is that you work really hard and then you just coast. Like no plan is going to make you the most happy. You believe that your identity is just going to kind of reform and relationships are going to reconnect. And it just doesn't happen that way without the effort.
Another reason why people get it wrong is they focus all of their energy leading up to retirement on the financial aspect. We know money's important, but that's all people think about. They don't do any other planning besides that. That's another reason why people get this wrong.
And, you know, the last reason is, really letting this retirement drift take hold while you're not noticing.
Right.
You know, if you notice it's taken hold, I have confidence in you, you're going to change it. But if you don't notice and you're not aware, it can be days, weeks, or even months that you're just kind of bumping along, drifting.
Yeah. So here's a new way to look at this phase of life. Number one, start reframing your language from retirement to discovery years. And discovery years is that time when you reawaken yourself, you rediscover yourself, and you find some things to do that really bring you purpose and passion around your daily activities.
And really integrate this discovery year plan into your daily activities, into your habits and routines. You know, bring it into your health and wellness, bring it into your relationships, bring it into your learning and your mind development. You know, we all need that at this phase of life.
So you all probably have a financial plan of sorts. So the second thing you want to do to reframe this phase so that you're more successful, besides your financial plan, you need a discovery years plan to think about your physical wellness, your mental wellness, your relationships, your spouse-partner relationship, your spiritual journey. All of these are critical to a really successful retirement or discovery years, as we call it. So think about doing that.
So you might be saying to yourself, how? How do we do that? Okay, you've given us the why, so give us the how.
Okay.
First thing is